the game, but
Yeah.
I'll do the best I can.
Okay. Yeah, it's not a great game. It's top down. You have to memorize the track, or you're screwed.
Right.
And if you don't finish in the top 3 in any given race, you lose instantly.
Alright, we should be quiet now because he might drag us into chat at any time, but thank you for letting me know.
Yeah.
I'll add some light to it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Blast 2, where we want to show off more Sega games that Marathon dedicate only to Sega games, whether published or developed. And right now we have StoneAgeMarcus with Combat Cars Any Percent.
How's it going, guys? So I'll talk a little bit about the game real quick because I won't be able to during the run. There's 3 different difficulties: easy, medium, hard. We actually race on hard because you get the highest top speed. The harder difficulty, the more speed you can get. So to get the game in any percent, you actually aren't doing it on easy. You're doing it on hard, which is a little different than most any percent runs. Other than that, the one main thing with this game is there's I think 6 tracks total, and you have to do each of them 4 times. They're slightly different variants, same background. And then any race that you do, you have to finish in the top 3 or the game ends. So I'm gonna have to concentrate to not just flub it during a specific race and have to game over, because that would be not fun for the marathon. The game does have 8 different characters. They all have a different special power-up. Andrew's the most OP. He has homing missiles. He's the only one that's really got a great weapon, so I race on Andrew. I'm the only one that races this game. We need more racers though, so if this game looks interesting, it's not that hard. You just gotta memorize the courses. People need to speedrun this because my time's not very good. And then I'll go ahead and get going. You can start the timer when I pick my character, okay?
Just give us a countdown.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I know Marcus was telling me that this game requires a lot of concentration, so he won't be talking too much. If possible, I might be able to ask him a question during any time I can see downtime, but...
Yeah, there's always time in between races to a degree. Oh, you'll see that I just hit a thing on the ground there. One of the enemies things. It's like a glue thing. It stops you from turning. There's a little bit of RNG as far as the game goes in that you can run over random crap at any point that you don't know is coming up.
So is the whole game would you say that the game is a difficult speed game?
Slightly. You just have to know the course very well, just because you can't see what's coming. And then, like I said, at any point, if you don't finish in the top 3 on a given course, you get game overed, and you have to start all over. You can see the first time I'm using my missiles is on this level. I try to conserve missiles just because you do get money bonuses for unused power-ups. So I try not to use them if I don't need to, so we can get our car upgraded as fast as possible. 4 laps on every race.
I was gonna ask that.
Yeah, that never changes. Your 4 bonuses, you can upgrade your top speed, your accelerating, your handling, and then your bonus power up to get more each lap. Your power up refills after each lap. So right now I get 3 missiles per lap. Once I get the last power up, I'll get 4 missiles per lap. The movement is pretty good in this game. Oh, random mine placed by one of my opponents. Always feels good.
And you're the only runner of this game?
Yep, as far as I'm aware, there's one long playthrough on YouTube, and the person that did the long playthrough is probably better at the game than me. Like, whoops, if they actually like went through the work of like mashing and speedrunning, the time would probably be, if not better, very close to better. Like, they know the tracks better than me, which is pretty funny. But no one has speedrun the game. And it's always nice sometimes you're looking for new games to speedrun. I was like, I'll try this game. And it's just a matter of you gotta learn the tracks inside and out. Because the top down and the way the movement in this game works is just all about like knowing what turn you're gonna make before you make it.
Chat, have any of you played this game before or even seen this game?
It is one of those tall Sega Genesis cartridges too. A little extra beef to it.
Oh, it seems like this is a new game to much of chat then, if not nearly all of chat. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's what we like to do here at Blast the Process. Raise Sega awareness on games that might not get their moment in the light often.
Yeah, I actually remember how I got this game as a kid. I don't know if you remember doing like those some of the different fundraisers where you would sell the candy as a kid, like the candy bars, the full candy bars. And one of my buddies, he said he would give me this game and some other games. I got some other games from him back when I was a kid for like buying 10 candy bars from his fundraiser instead of my own. I remember this was one of them. I think I got like an NBA Jam game. I don't remember the other ones, but those two stick out to me. I've never seen this anywhere, like, you know, the resale stores and stuff. Got him.
We have I Am Greaser in chat saying that there's actually a Sega Master System version of this game. More you know. Oh, okay, my mistake. Sorry about that. A different game. Hard to keep up on chat when you're looking and talking on stream.
For sure.
Apologies.
Okay, and we've gone through all of them, and now we're back to the beach. The homing missiles definitely make this game much easier. There's no comparison between the other racers' abilities and Andrew. The homing missiles definitely give you that get out of jail free card, especially in a run like this where one bad course and you're like just absolutely done for. One of the racers does have a like just a speed boost for his power up, so I mean, if you were to really get good at this game and want to go for it, he would probably be the potentially best character. You just wouldn't have that get out of jail free ability. The homing missile really lets you play poorly on some courses and not get punished.
That does mean there is a good potential to be tapped, though. If anybody else wants to pick up the game, wink wink, nudge nudge. saw there were different characters. You know, I think you mentioned 8. Or is there much difference between them?
They just have different starting. Like for example, Andrew, he starts with the highest acceleration. Some people start with the highest top speed, handling. Everyone starts with the same number of power-ups, and then everyone's power-up is different. There's Jackal's got the oil slick you see down on the thing sometimes. I think it's Merrick has the mines that you've seen me run into a couple times. Sadie, she's the one that looks like Jubilee in the starting screen. She's the one with those like little glue things that will like mess up your handling. Ray's the one that looks kind of like the Terminator. He's got the speed boost. Who else is there? Growl is the like Bigfoot character. He's got this smoke that like if you're behind him like messes your car up and slows you down. I think that's, what is that, 7? I'm Andrew, obviously. I've got the homing missiles. And then the last one is the, I can't think of the name of the person. They've got like the ability that like just shoots out something. It's like a yellow, little yellow dot. Looks kind of like a pellet in Pac-Man. Just like shoots forward. I can't think of the name of the character though off the top of my head.
A good amount of variety for this game.
Oh yeah. And there's always 6 people in the race. I think it's the whoever finishes in the last 2 spots gets swapped out for the 2 cars that aren't in the race. So like it cycles through all the opponents. Normally Jackal is the best one with the AI. He's got the oil slick. I don't think you rarely see a race without him. Then all the cars are obviously different, so you can tell which car is which. Yeah, now we are completely upgraded, so I can freely spam my missiles without worrying about saving money. You can lap people. There's no catch-up in this game, which is super nice. Like, when you pull out in front, you're out in front. Like, you don't have to worry about the AI screwing you over as far as that goes.
Any rubber banding?
Nope, 0 rubber banding.
Oh, wow, nice.
Like, you'll see me, I can lap cars on some of these races. Like, I just lapped someone on that last race there at the very end. So you don't gotta worry about rubber banding, things like that, which is nice for a racing game.
This game is multiplayer, right? Have you played it?
Yeah, it's got split screen multiplayer. It's just like the regular game, only with that one, you don't have to worry about where you finish, and then you can actually skip courses. With the 6-button controller, with the mode button, it actually lets you skip racetracks in that one. Oh,
Very nice.
lovely RNG mine there. Whoa. That'll happen every so often when you're feeling in the zone and then you just make that short turn a little too soon.
Oh, and are you running with a 6-button Genesis controller?
Oh, definitely. That's all I have. 6 buttons. Arguably the hardest course, I would say, right here. The harbor courses and the mountain courses are generally the hardest, and I would say Harbor 3 is the worst of them all. When you go off the course on both of them, they've got the worst, like, outside of the track that slows you down, like the sand crap. I don't know what else to call it. Go away. Stages like this is why you like Andrew. They put these tiny little arrows on the course, like, that you can see for like a split second before the turn comes up, like they think it helps at all. No game. Your little arrows on the road do not help me in any way, shape, or form.
Oh. Hey, when did you drop in?
I can't hear pancakes at all. You are way too quiet, sir.
I am always around.
For all we know, you've been whispering and we haven't even realized it.
Really? Not really that.
I can hear you fine. Though I imagine Marcus cannot change his audio for you on the fly here.
Yeah, see, stream agrees with me. He sounds like he's at a whisper.
Yeah, not much we can do now, but
I mean, I could turn myself up and kill Adrian's ears.
not the worst thing.
This angled road right there, to the best of my knowledge, is the only one that you can't actually line up with your car. It's at a weird angle. Like every other angled, like you can line up your car so that you go straight on it. This one right here is the only one that it's not possible.
I want to ask, is there a reason between going left versus right at the beginning, or does it just not matter at all?
It just doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's the only course that has something. Well, that's not true. The last beach one here coming up also has like a left and a right option. They're identical in both spots, though they don't make a lick of difference.
It's just there for flavor.
You'll notice that that bomb there, that mine, I passed it the first time and no one else ran into it. If the racers off screen don't run into it the first time, they'll never run into it no matter what. They take the exact same path when you can't see them. The more I watch, the more I notice how little those arrows on the ground are actually doing. That's the truth. Like you have next to no time to see an arrow and like actually take it in and use its information. Oh, okay then, we'll go this way.
Oh, wow, is that one of the shorter courses of the game?
Oh, I think it's the shortest one, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
How hard of a game would you say this is to pick up?
I don't know. It's both easy from a gameplay standpoint, but like if you don't know, you just have to, it's about learning the tracks. You have to like learn them inside and out to a degree. Like there are tracks I'm still not perfect at, which is why you see me making early turns. And there's no like real visual cues or audio cues for when to turn, because I mean you can see like what's outside the track is all pretty cookie cutter, like everywhere. Oof. I've probably got about 25 runs in this, and my PB's okay. I think if you got real good at this though, you could really improve on the time for sure. I think there's a high skill cap for it. Okay, coming up on the last course. Time is when the scoreboard pops up after the last race.
All right.
Okay, and time.
GG. Very nice.
And that is combat cars.
Definitely an exciting run to watch. I was like on the edge of my seat with all those crazy sharp turns there.
It's a fun game. It can just be frustrating at times. It's not too bad.
Yeah, Marcus is the only runner of this game, so if anybody
Yeah,
wants to run as well, I'm sure he would not object.
I would not. More people should race this. It's like free is free right now. My run is not that good.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this game.
Thanks for having me.
Indeed, anything else you'd like to say? Last words?
No, I'll be back Sunday. Keep watching BTP2.
Thank you so much. And up next, we have Shankal with 3 games in a row to continue the car block. He'll be starting off